Hi, everyone. I'm Kenneth Adam, president of LaGuardia Community College. We have a special meeting today that I want to share with all of you with four very important leaders of student government at LaGuardia. With me today are Annette Gonzalez, who's the governor of political awareness and an SGA rep for liberal arts and English. Mary Rodriguez, the student government president, that is to say, president of the SGA. Alexander Davidoff, who's a student government parliamentarian. Justin Rodriguez, who is the chair of the Senate Committee of Students. I wanted to do this interview with our four student leaders here at LaGuardia to get them to tell a really important story. LaGuardia was given the opportunity by the CUNY administration to let students opt to take a credit, no credit grade to substitute that grade for letter grades if they thought their letter grades weren't as good as they should be because of the effects of COVID and a whole semester of online learning. We did act quickly, and with everyone's involvement in the decision-making process, of course, LaGuardia governance, faculty chairs, and others, we did decide to give students that option, and we communicated that to students just before the end of the semester. Turns out it was a tremendous act, a powerful act of student advocacy, starting with our own LaGuardia students that are with us today. So whoever wants to go first, somebody please tell us, our audience, when did you first get the idea to start pushing for the credit, no credit option at the end of the fall semester? Anyone can start.
President Adams. I was busy working on my finals. I had no idea what's happening. And Annette reached out to me and said, listen, have you heard about this? We have to get on top of this right now. And I said, Annette, I have so much work I have to do. We have the finals. She said, listen, this can't wait until tomorrow. I'm sharing a document with you right now, and we need you on this ASAP. And we powered through the night, got the document done, and got it submitted. But it was all hands on deck. Justin, Annette, everybody was just Mary. Everybody was just shooting back and forth together just to get this done. It was an incredible team effort.
Mary, what does it mean to the SGA, something as big as this?
It's really big because honestly, we saw that the students were struggling, especially this semester. I think it was ranked one of the hardest during COVID. We all played an important role in getting somebody to answer, getting an appointment made, and then getting the documents checked. So to the SGA, this is huge because not only did we do something just for LaGuardia students, but we did something on a CUNY level.
Great. Hey, Annette, now you get credit for getting the ball rolling, but how did you get the idea to push for the credit, no credit option?
We were actually in a meeting at USS, and the proposal was brought up, and we had to make a decision on if we were going to pass it or not for the CUNY-wide credit, no credit policy. And so we all voted across CUNY campuses as SGA representatives that we wanted to reinstate the policy. I called in Justin. We started working with PTK, who is on our campus. We started getting their feedback. I actually reached out to several school student leaders who are in clubs. So all the club representatives, I got the leaders. They gave us feedback, and we just put everything in the resolution, and we wanted to get the resolution out as fast as possible. And so that's when I called Alex, and I think Alex is one of the best people who writes policies, in my personal opinion. And like he said, he was very busy with his finals, and I was like, no, this can't wait. This has to be done now. And we knew we had a deadline, because we wanted to pass it at the next SGA meeting, and we did. We passed it at that meeting, and we then brought it to the administration.
Fantastic. Really great effort, and against the clock, right? Against the pressure of time and getting in alignment with the other CUNY campuses. Just let me say that in terms of the resolution, obviously you did send it to me, and I read it, and I want to say this, it's just an observation. Earlier in my career, I've worked a fair amount in government in Albany. I have seen a lot of resolutions, trust me, legislation, resolutions of government agencies and departments. Your resolution was very well written. I mean, I read these things a lot, right? I could not find anything that was, inappropriate or a mistake, or it was very well worded. It was clear and succinct, which is important. You got your point across. The resolution was very well done. Justin, to you, my friend, tell us about your role in the LaGuardia Senate. And also, if you can, why you thought the credit, no credit option was important to your fellow students.
I'm chair of the Student Senate Committee, and I work with other fellow students to make the best for our students. We are the voice of the students of our community, so we look out for them, and whatever they need help with, we try to make things happen that works with them. And with the credit, no credit policy, the way it happened was, so I got connected to Annette from SGA, and Annette wrote me an email on what she wanted to accomplish with the credit, no credit policy. And I felt through the email, I felt how strong she really wanted to make this happen. She told me about how students are very frustrated. A lot of students are going through a lot of things mentally, and the credit, no credit policy could really help them through the tough times we're living in now. It's kind of like a second chance.
Justin, thank you. That's helpful. Mary, a question. How does the LaGuardia SGA interact with SGA, student government associations, and other CUNY schools?
Well, we interact in different levels. Like in USS, we also talk about, like, on a CUNY level, like what's going on, what we should do. Like, that's where the credit, no credit policy was brought up. We also have a WhatsApp group where from all different schools in CUNY in the USS, we speak on different things that are going on. We also just talk casually sometimes. We also, I think Annette just recently made a different group with the Senate of LaGuardia, so with the SGA, so we can all keep in contact with each other, because we felt like we were competing for the attention of the students. So if we work together and get the attention at the same time, or work together to get the students together, and they don't see that we're divided, then we can all work, stronger, in a stronger sense.
That's a great message for Washington, Mary. You're talking about not having divided government, but having a unified government working for all the students or working for all the people. Wouldn't that be great? So LaGuardia is now sending a message to Washington. Let me ask you this. When you come back for the spring semester, Annette, Mary, what's other issues on your mind that our student government representatives at LaGuardia want to work on?
I actually am working on a resolution to propose that LaGuardia build their own tech program and distribute these sources.
I look forward to it. Mary, as our SGA president, I'll give you the last word. Do you have any issues that on the mind of students are important for the new year?
I do believe we spoke our last meeting about possibly figuring out a way how to get that law from Florida over here, where colleges have to accept all credits from your associate's degree, I think it was.
I don't know if you were taking notes in our last meeting, but you're spot on. That is a Florida law. It's very important for transfer students in the state of Florida because they can never be denied credits on their associate degree transcript when they go to a senior college. We don't have that in New York, and as you know, in New York State. So I'm with you on that one. Good memory. I want to wrap this up with a big thanks to Alexander, Annette, Justin, and Mary for spending some time with me today to talk about our LaGuardia student government organizations and the amazing work they did, as they all told you, on a very tight turnaround, almost no notice. Time was the enemy. You all did amazing work. Faculty, staff, and students of LaGuardia are very proud of you for leading this effort. Think of all those students that because you got them this option, they will not walk away. They will come back. Thank you again. I wish you all a safe and happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year.
President Adams.
Thank you.